I'm at Dorney Park, stop 1 on my roller coaster road trip. So I have been here before at Dorney Park in 2023. They have added one coaster since then called Iron Menace. I'm doubtful it's actually going to open today for me to be able to ride it because it hasn't been opening for the last few days or few weeks, so I might just be doing some repeats today. But I do remember having a lot of fun on their flat rides here. They have some unique ones, like the Whip, that I know that really is only in the East Coast for some reason, but I really like that ride, so I'm excited to do that today. And then they do have a couple good coasters that I really remember enjoying last time, so I am very excited, even though I'm a little bummed I won't get the coaster credit, the new one that I need, but I'm excited to have a good day here, so let's go. Okay, first stop is Talon. It is B&M invert coaster. Doesn't look like it's open right now. I saw people on it testing, so hopefully it'll open soon, but there are a bunch of people just queued up behind it. But yeah, I've been on this before. Don't remember a whole lot about it, so I'm curious to see. First train of the day. Okay, that was really fun. Typically, inverts like that, it's like when your feet are dangling, can be hit or miss for me because sometimes it can be really headbangy. Did not hit my head once on that. It really felt butter smooth. It's pretty forceful. It was really, really fun. That honestly might be a top contender for one of my favorite invert coasters ever. I'd have to ride, I feel like I'd have to ride them back to back to like know for sure, but really that would be a top one, and it was really, really fun. I really enjoyed it. Also, by the way, I do have season-long Fastlane. You do have to pick up your Fastlane wristband in any of the gift shops here, like the merch stores. So yeah, just in case you're wondering, because it is kind of busy today with like field trips and stuff, so that's how I'll be getting on all the coasters so quick, is because I do have Fastlane. All right, next up, Wild Mouse. You know, I like a good Wild Mouse. They're pretty fun. This is not spinning, but I remember liking it. Wild Mouse was good. The only thing I would say about it is just some pretty forceful and hard stopping, like braking in the middle of it. So that was like the only not so good thing. So I would say it was okay. It was not my favorite, but not my least favorite. All right, next up, Hydra at the Floorless. Don't remember much about this one either. Okay, honestly, Hydra was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. I know I've said this before, but I don't really like Floorless that much because they are headbangy, but this one didn't bang my head at all. And also, that JoJo roll at the beginning, which is basically just a really slow barrel roll at the beginning of the coaster, is so cool. It's so slow. It's the first element, and it just adds to the coaster. Here it comes. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a little bit, I would say it had like a slight rattle, but I didn't bang my head once, and I was wearing earrings too, and yeah, it was fun. All right, we're gonna get some lunch at the White Water Tavern. This used to be chicken pizza, I swear it was, and I've eaten there before, it was good. They had like crab fries, I think they were called. They were really delicious. So we got the pan cheese pizza, comes with breadsticks, and they did give us an extra one. I think for taking a long time. And then unfortunately they were out of the beer cheese that's supposed to go along with these pretzel bites, but so they gave us ranch. But so we got the pretzel bites and the cheese pizza. Normally only comes with one though. All right, the pizza was really good. It was thick, and I would say honestly better than average theme park pizza. The pretzel bites were just okay. They were kind of cold. They probably would have been way better with the beer cheese. They didn't taste good with the ranch, so I just ate them plain. But I think with the beer cheese, they probably would have been a lot better. But overall, it was an okay experience. It did take like 25 minutes for the food to come out though, but they did give us an extra piece of pizza to make up for it. All right, doing the demon drop. Some people argue if it's a coaster credit or not. The site that I use is called Coaster Counter. It doesn't count as a credit, but I'm still gonna go on it just for fun. Demon Drop was pretty fun. Honestly, the drop was pretty intense, even though it's not that tall. And that feeling of like swooping down is just really unique and cool. Honestly, it wasn't rough at all until this like drop at the bottom to get you back to the station was kind of like headbanging a little bit. But otherwise it was like pretty smooth. But yeah, pretty iconic. It opened in Cedar Point in 1983 and then was moved here in 2009 and then opened up in 2010. So yeah, I think it's like one of the last of its kind. So kind of iconic to ride it. All right, next up, Thunderhawk. It is 102 years old. It celebrated its 100-year anniversary 2 years ago.
Once your train has come to a full and complete stop, unfasten your seatbelt and push up on your lap bar.
Okay, unfortunately got put in a wheel seat by the ride up, so it was a little shaky, but it was still really fun and really iconic. I think Thunderhawk might actually be the oldest coaster I've ever ridden. I rode this a couple years ago, so this isn't a new one for me, but I think it is the oldest one I've ever ridden. I can like go back and check, and while I'm editing, I'll fact check that, but I'm pretty sure it would be the oldest coaster I've been on. Steel Force time, my most anticipated coaster. I remembered it being my favorite in the park, but I've really enjoyed every coaster that I've ridden so far today.
Once your train has come to a full and complete stop,
okay, like I said, I've enjoyed every coaster today, but that is next level. That is so fun. I was flying out of my seat. There's seatbelts, so I didn't feel unsafe or anything. It is so good. It is smooth. Certain coasters by Morgan, like the hyper coasters like that, I think are a little bumpy. This one was not at all. So much airtime. There was a really big giant helix that was so fun. It's so fast. Yeah, I would say 10 out of 10. Definitely best coaster in the park. Loved it. I'm kind of bummed that Iron Menace is not open. Now that I'm over here, I'm more bummed because it looks really like kind of cool and like themed, and there's like some scary music, and it just honestly looks pretty awesome. So I'm bummed, but that's okay. I'll have to come back, just an excuse to come back. So with the addition of the new coaster, they rethemed this whole area to Steel Yard. So it's basically supposed to be like an abandoned, haunted steel mill, which is kind of cool. Okay, one of my favorite East Coast, I'm not sure why it's really only on the East Coast, but one of my favorite flat rides is the Whip. And when I went on my East Coast trip a couple years ago, I realized most of the East Coast parks have one. Dorney has one, and I'm really excited to go on because yeah, I don't know why they only really have them over here on this side of the country. Actually, now that I think about it, I think all three Whips that I know of are actually in Pennsylvania. So at Knoebels, here, Dorney, and then Kennywood. So Pennsylvania's lucky. They have a good flat ride. Okay, I just rode the vintage cars. They're more like hot rod cars. It was really fun. It was pretty short. And then that scrambler was really good. I would say out of 5, it was probably a 4.5. The only thing missing was the theming and the music, but I had the speed, I had the length, it wasn't shaky. It was a good time. Okay, this shirt's totally cool. Steel Force. I love that. All right, if you're on the East Coast, you need to get Rita's. This is red Sour Patch Kids flavor. Okay, as someone who loves Sour Patch Kids, specifically the red ones, I can confidently say that is delicious. That is super, super good. Love it. 10 out of 10. It really tastes just like a red Sour Patch Kid too. It's really refreshing and really sour. Dorney Park really surpassed my expectations today. I was here a couple years ago and didn't remember a whole lot about it, but remembered I had fun, and honestly today has been the most wonderful day. I loved it. I had such a good time. There was not a coaster or a ride that I went on that I was like, it's okay. All of them were just good or amazing. And yeah, it was just a really good day. The food was good. The atmosphere of the park was good. It wasn't too busy. So yeah, I just had a really awesome time. Unfortunately, we do have to head out though because we have another stop today left. We have to drive to Jackson, New Jersey to go to Great Adventure tonight, this evening. Very excited for that too. So I did pretty much everything I wanted to do here anyway. So definitely having the fast lane helped. Oh, by the way, this will be like a week-and-a-half journey of like 7 theme parks. So if you like road trips and theme parks and roller coasters, make sure you follow along and subscribe. And yeah, I hope you enjoy my videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.